What if I told you that one of the world's most celebrated cuisines is quietly banned in parts of the world? That people built an entire culture around eating completely raw fish, no heat, no cooking, just fresh fish straight from the ocean onto your plate, and turned it into the most prestigious dining experience on the planet? And that the same dish adored by Michelin star chefs is considered disgusting in entire countries? Because behind the sushi bars and ramen shops, there's a war of taste, politics, and culture playing out across continents. Stick around because some of these reactions will genuinely shock you. Japanese cuisine, known as Washoku, was declared a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage in 2013. Today, there are over 160,000 Japanese restaurants outside Japan, and sushi alone is a $22 billion global industry. Japanese cuisine is built on umami, the mysterious fifth taste beyond sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. Japanese cooking extracts umami naturally from fermented soy, aged fish, seaweed, and slow-cooked broths. And then there's raw fish. Japan discovered that the freshest fish, handled with precision and eaten raw, delivers a purity of flavor that cooking destroys. Sushi isn't laziness, it's centuries of perfecting how to source, store, and slice fish so nothing is lost between the ocean and your mouth. That precision doesn't translate everywhere, and that's where the tension begins. In the United States, Japanese food was remixed into something approachable. The California roll was invented because Americans feared seaweed. In Southeast Asia, countries like Thailand and Vietnam had little reason to adopt Japanese food when they already had pho and pad thai. Across the Middle East and Africa, religious dietary laws and bold flavor traditions made Japanese cuisine feel genuinely foreign. The stage was set for a global culinary clash. Brazil is home to the largest Japanese diaspora outside Japan, over 1.5 million people. Brazilians didn't just copy Japanese food, they evolved it. Sushi with cream cheese and strawberries became a local staple that would make a Tokyo chef faint. They love Japanese food, just their way. America is Japan's largest export market for food culture, but America also committed what Japanese chefs call culinary crimes. Sushi drowning in spicy mayo, deep-fried rolls, and Japanese steakhouses where chefs flip shrimp into their hats. The relationship is complicated. Massive love, massive distortion. India's urban elite has developed a serious appetite for Japanese food, with ramen shops booming in Mumbai and Delhi. But Japanese cuisine is built around fish broth and seafood, a direct conflict with India's enormous vegetarian population. Adapting dashi, Japan's foundational fish stock, into a vegetarian version without losing its soul is a puzzle chefs are still solving. Japanese food has exploded in Dubai and Riyadh, but it had to reinvent itself first. Sake is banned. Pork broth is off the menu. Raw shellfish is a hard no. Japanese restaurants rebuilt their menus around halal standards, creating a version that purists debate endlessly, but the region's appetite is undeniable and growing. France has one of the highest concentrations of Japanese restaurants in Europe. Parisian chefs studied Japanese food seriously, breaking down its razor-sharp knife skills, minimalist plating, patience in cooking, and deep respect for ingredients. When French precision merged with Japanese philosophy, it produced the world's most Michelin-starred, globally celebrated restaurants. France didn't resist Japanese food. It had an intellectual conversation with it. Japan colonized Korea from 1910 to 1945, a brutal occupation that left generational scars. Many older Koreans associate Japanese culture with that pain, and yet younger Koreans have embraced ramen, sushi, and izakaya culture enthusiastically. It's a generational divide playing out on the dinner table, food as politics, food as healing. In much of West Africa, Japanese food remains largely unknown outside wealthy urban pockets. The flavor profile, subtle, umami-forward, delicate, clashes with palates built around bold, spicy, fermented flavors. Japanese food isn't hated here, it's just speaking a completely different taste language. Japan's government, watching its cuisine get remixed abroad, launched a Japanese restaurant recommendation program in the mid-2000s to certify authentic Japanese restaurants overseas. It was immediately nicknamed the Sushi Police by foreign media. The backlash was so fierce that Japan quietly shelved the idea. In South Korea, eating Japanese food became political. Every diplomatic dispute with Japan triggered fresh debates about whether patronizing Japanese restaurants was acceptable. In the US, the clean eating movement accidentally made Japanese food more popular. People saw sushi as sophisticated health food. And in Brazil, the fusion drifted so far that visiting Japanese chefs started calling it an entirely new cuisine and began taking notes. The global spread of Japanese food is Japan's greatest soft power win, driving tourism and boosting exports of wagyu, sake, and matcha, now a multi-billion-dollar global industry. But there's a cost. In many countries, the idea of Japanese food has drifted so far from reality that tourists arrive in Tokyo expecting California rolls and leave confused by the real thing. The countries that truly love Japanese food have made it their own, adapted it, localized it, kept it evolving. The countries that resist it reveal their own identity in doing so, their religion, their history, their culinary pride. Japanese food isn't just food, it's a mirror. Hold it up to any country and you'll see exactly who they are. If you think the global journey of Japanese food is wild, wait until you hear about the cuisine that conquered the entire world in under 50 years, turned a single ingredient into a global addiction, and made billions of people dependent on it without them even realizing it. That video is right on your screen. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.